So for this project, I'm going to start with my bells. Now these were silver bells. Nothing, like I said, nothing fancy, just silver bells. I painted 2.5 coats, if that makes sense at all. I started with this folk art. This is Cafe Mocha, and it wasn't quite dark enough. So the only other dark brown I have was this. It's Top Notch. It's from Joann Fabrics, and it's just a, just a brown. And then I added just a little bit of this terracotta, toasted terracotta. And what I did, I painted it this color. I let that dry, and then I painted it this, and while this was still wet, I added a little bit of the terracotta, which gave it, I don't know if you can see, which gave it, let me see here, which gave it just a little bit, give the light, I don't know if you can see, but it gave it just a little bit of kind of some rusty parts. It is kind of hard to see it in the camera. So what I'm going to do, I am going to rust it just a little bit more. And what I'm going to use is Mod Podge and cinnamon. And it just kind of gives it a little bit of a distressed look. Plus, it also makes it smell good. Just kind of in some random places. Not all over, just kind of random. And be sure and remember to do the bottom, because it's what people are going to see, not really the top, which you would, which you see while you're doing it. So I am just going to add my cinnamon. Come on. Oh, it smells so good. Smells like Christmas. It also kind of gives it a little bit of a, I don't know if you can see, I wish I could show you the, hold on. Well, this, I don't think that's going to help me. Oop, I'm not supposed to do that. Anyway, it looks really good, and I'm going to let this dry. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. And like I said, the cool thing is it makes it smell good. And use it for that. So, my neighbor gave me this wonderful magazine, and it's just large. I use it to paint on. Anyway, it's just got really large music on it, as well as text, and I love the color of it. I was trying to, June 1932. Isn't that cool? Anyway, it was called the Etude, the music magazine. It's full of stories and pictures, and then I love this because this is just going to be perfect to do this whole thing right here. I was going to, so all I did, I found this simple pattern on Canva. I printed it up. I don't know how big this is. Hold on a moment. I do apologize for that. It is about 6 by 8. Okay. Now the thing you have to remember, and I just cut it out on cardboard. This was just a packing box that I happened to have, and so I'm just using it. The thing to remember, if you're doing this, to do one way and one the opposite way. Otherwise, you're going to have two right hands. Or two. Oh, we'll just use this one. Okay. And I'm just going to just do that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let's see, I think I can get this here. Okay. And if you don't have this large paper, you could always just kind of collage on it. I think that would look cool as well. So I'm just going to tear this out. I'm going to cut this out. Just right along those lines. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these on. I mean, already just look at those mittens. Aren't they cute? Those are so cute. Okay. And so I'm going to stick this lace right here. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love that. That is so pretty. I'm just going to cut that off. Whoops. And I am going to cut this off. Here we go. All right. Oh, I just love that. Looks so cute. And then, like I said, I thought I would add this extra piece of lace, and I think it needs it. I think that looks really good. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it does add just a little extra. Okay. So I'm actually going to use the Fabri-Tac for this. I could use hot glue, but I'm just going to use the Fabri-Tac. Make sure I'm getting a good amount there. I'm going to set my lace there. It can kind of flap up a little bit. That's just so cute. And then I'm going to do this other piece up here. Okay, so this is drying. I am going to take some Distress ink and go around my mitten. Just a little light. Kind of makes these look old and vintage as well. Oop, that's too much, but that's okay. Maybe I'll put that one underneath the other one. I am going to tear some strips. I wish I had muslin, but I don't have any muslin right here with me. So we're just going to use this. Oops, sorry about that. I'm just going to tear this. I'm just going to trim this a little bit. Do maybe 3 pieces. Maybe 5. You just cut several of these. Cut a couple more just in case I need more. And I'm going to do some raffia. And we are going to have our mitten decorations. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to trim that. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to, okay, so I'm just going to make a junk bow. So I'm going to do this here. I want the raffia on the top. Let me scoot up. And I'm just going to add this. I don't even know that I need that much. Just kind of like that. Let me see if this is enough. Because it's not a very big project. Okay. I think I need some in the front. Kind of fluff this out a little bit. Get the white kind of mixed up in there. And see, I just want it to be just about like that. See, won't it look like that on top? Oh, I like that. Okay. I am going to add some hot glue right there. And add my little bow right there. So there is our first mitten. Isn't that cute? Love it. Okay, so let's make this bow and figure out what we're going to do to it. So I'm going to put that right there. Now that I've done all this, you hardly see the greenery, but that's okay. And I think I'm going to put another bell right there. That may be too much. Let's just do a pine cone. I think a pine cone will work. And I'm also going to add one of these as well. So we have one on each side. So let me add this to here. Kind of hanging down. Oops, sorry. Got a little off camera there. Okay, so then that can be right there. That looks good. Okay. All right, we're going to glue our bow down. Woo. I'm going to glue our pine cone. I wanted to say acorn. I also had some of those. And then all we need to do is we're just going to glue our back on. Hold on to this just a little bit longer. And we're going to, oh my gosh, look at that. Is that not adorable? And how easy was that to do? Put together. And you don't see much of the lace, but I know it's there and I know it's pretty. So I'm good. So I am going to take, I have a little bit heavier of raffia. You could use rope or yarn or whatever you might want to use. Why is that stuck down? Oh, I had glue right there. So I am going to hot glue this here. And then I'm going to take a piece of cardboard real quick, which I meant to already have done. It doesn't matter what size, and I'm going to just place it on top of there. This just helps give it a little bit of stability and keep it from pulling out. Now, I need to let this dry a sec because I need to figure out how high I need this to be. I don't think I want it any more than that. We can always adjust. So I'm going to run a thing of hot glue here. I'm going to lay my rope, my jute rope right there, and then add my cardboard on top of it, trying not to burn myself. So they will hang just like this, just like that. Quick and simple, and I think it looks great. It smells good, and I'll be able to hang this up, and if I don't want to use it next year, all I have to do is just recycle it and do something else with it. So